Right. So introduce yourself.
My name's Ryan Peevler. I am the coach and captain of the Texas State USQ Quidditch team. We've been established for about 3 years now. We've had IQ18 for about 3 years now, and this is my second year coaching.
You've already answered one of my questions.
Oh,
All right. So why did you want to become a part of this organization?
Originally, I had zero interest in it. It was my girlfriend was a Harry Potter fan, so she decided to go see what it was about. Just a way to get involved, meet some friends, and that kind of stuff. And then, even when she joined, I was like, "Oh, it's kind of nerdy, whatever." And then I went to one of their tournaments in Louisiana, and I fell in love with it. Like, I was sitting on the sideline, and I wanted to go in that minute. So as soon as I got back, once you see it play, it's when you really fall in love with it. So as soon as I got back to campus, I signed up and started going out to practices the next day. So.
And what's your favorite part about Quidditch?
It's hard. Honestly, I think it's the strategy part of it, because when you're first looking at it, if you've never seen it before and you come out here and you look at what's going on, it'll look like the stupidest, most chaotic thing you've ever seen. It looks like everyone's running around with their heads cut off and there's no point to anything. Once you actually learn, all the positions, what they're trying to do, and the strategies behind it, it's all connected, and it's a really cool, and there's very many different ways you can do things to win the game. So, strategy.
Strategy of the game. All right. And then, so as captain, were you voted on, or how did that work?
Yes, ma'am. We have elections at the end. Ours actually for this year is our next meeting tomorrow.
Okay.
And so we have 7 different officers positions as far as mine's concerned. It's whoever has been on the team already for at least a year and has some sort of experience with the game. You can run for it, and then the team votes on it. Both our varsity and our JV team gets to vote, so it's about 40, 50, 60 people that get to vote on it.
Okay.
So I got voted in back in last May.
And you said you were a coach also, so is that together?
There's no real difference because we don't have a captain. Captain is just for the only thing they do is if the team gets in trouble by the USQ, which is our governing body, that person's punished or something, or they're the ones they have to talk to. Coach, I say coach because that's more of what I do on this field. I teach the team what they need to do, the new players how to play. I come up with the strategies. I come up with what we're doing every practice. So.
Okay. So your responsibilities as captain are kind of like coaching and, I guess, making the plays. Is that right?
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay.
As a coach, I'm developing our strategy, what every part of the team is going to be doing, what their jobs are, what our depth chart is, who's on what roster, and then as a captain, that's just me dealing with USQ. If one of our players gets in troubles, we get in trouble, something like that. That's who I deal with.
All right, and I have one last question for you. What is the difference between the Texas State team and the JV team? We have to write on both of those.
So essentially is how it works is in the beginning of the year, you come try out. No one's on a roster at that point, beginning in August. And everyone comes out. My job is to figure out the 21 best players, and that is now the varsity team, or Texas State Quidditch.
Okay.
Our B team is kind of if you don't make that 21, you're now trying out for our B team, and they're the next 21, so they'll get their own coach at some point. Right after the first 21 is set, we'll elect a captain for them, and throughout the year, that's your team. And if you perform well enough, or there's a player on our A team that's not doing well, then we can switch them around. We can cut one person and put someone from the B team on. So it's a merit system. If you're doing well enough, you deserve to be on the team. You get moved up to the team.
And is that chosen by you, or
ultimately it's been our B team captain? He can, if there's 40 people trying out for his team, he's in charge of that 21. I can override him, but he's in charge of that 21, and that's his business. If I want someone from his team, then I can pull him up, and that's mine, and I just tell him, hey, I have to take this player because they deserve it, or whatever the reasoning be.
Awesome. All right, thank you. I appreciate it.